So my next guest is a world-renowned psychic medium and best-selling author. What you probably didn't know, which is so crazy. We only learned this recently. For over 25 years, he assisted the FBI on several unsolved cases. One of those investigations helped put a serial killer behind bars. He details these stories in the new book he co-wrote with former FBI Special Agent Robert Hilland. It's called Chasing Evil, and it's out right now. Please welcome John Edward, y'all. I just said this to you, like, in the little break, but you kept this secret for decades.
I did. I didn't disclose it to family and close friends even.
Which is hard. It says a lot about you, because that's hard, because I know that there's a lot of skeptics, and that would have helped validate, kind of, you know what I'm saying, the validity of what you're doing.
It would have, but you know, in 1999, I also did a University of Arizona study where I did double-blind studies, and I thought that was going to be the thing, where I was like, okay, this is going to what makes people finally see that this is real, and it didn't. So I was like, okay. So people are going to believe, like, you know, 20% believe nothing, 20% believe everything, and then 60% in the middle. And I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. My dad was a New York City police officer. He told me two things. Do not besmirch my name, and don't ever let me find out you're working with the police.
Do not besmirch my name.
Yes.
Okay, so Bob was deeply skeptical at first, especially
deeply skeptical is an understatement.
Yeah, which I understand. So he put you like through a test, right?
Yeah, so he heard me on the radio here in New York City a couple of times, and he decided that he didn't like the fact that people were actually putting me on the air. So he took it upon himself. Yeah, he said he took it upon himself to prove that I was a con. So he came with a legitimate case, and he brought evidence bags, 9 of them. 5 of them legitimately belonged to the case he wanted me to work on. 4 of them, he had gone around to people in the office and asked them for artifacts that they had, and he put them in evidence bags, and he laid them all out in front of me. And I took the 4 bags that had nothing to do with the case and said, this has nothing to do with your case, let's focus on these. And then subsequently, I wound up reading for him. And I gave him information about his family that he did not know. So he had to go to his parents to have it validated. So that one experience got his attention. And then I kind of became like, I don't know, I felt like I was like a ChatGPT early edition, you know, for like, it's like, what can we get JE to do today? You know, it was like, that's what it felt like.
You're careful to say, though, that you don't solve the cases, right?
I didn't solve a damn thing. Here's what happens. You come to me as a client, I work with you, I give you insights, and that hopefully empowers you to go make choices in your life. You know, I can't fix somebody's grief, but I can show you that there's a survival of consciousness. And I do that across the country when I do my events, when I do my private readings, right? So when he came to me, I gave him insights on his case. I have an investigative mind, though. So my investigative mind meeting the validation of my work, meeting his investigative mind, kind of really worked well together.
Yeah. How do you think your friendship with Bob has changed you?
Oh, we've become more like brothers. So the fact that over the years, like, yes, and notice the height differential.
I was gonna say,
oh,
this is like,
my God, it's like twins. Like,
that's what I was literally planning to be. I was like, wait, I don't want to sound offensive, but I was like, that's hilarious. He's super tall.
He's 6'8".
Yeah. I love that y'all formed that kind of relationship.
We did, and we kind of like went on this transformational journey. Like, I lost my dad in 2002, and we were not very, very close. And for me, working with Bob kind of made me revisit stuff. Like, I thought I was done with that. You know, like, when my dad passed, like...
Isn't it funny when you think you're done and you're like, oh, cool, there's a basement, a rock bottom.
The universe was like, hold on.
Yeah.
We have another lesson right here for you.
Yeah.
But for me, like, when someone transitions, they're no longer that person that they were when they were here. So I was like, I welcomed my dad in. Like, okay, you're allowed in now. And I kind of felt like I was good from 2002
That's healing.
on. It was very healing.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that pre-2002, that version of John, he had some work to do.
Yeah.
And the universe used Bob as that tool for me. So yeah, there's crime solving and there's supernatural stuff going on in this book, but there's also a human story. His journey, my journey, and I think that's what I want people...
How people come into your life to help heal. And
you know, and how does the reader chase evil in their lives? Like, what does that look like for them?
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice. I like that last little bit. All right, well, Chasing Evil by John Edward and Robert Hilland is available right now. Y'all got to check it out. Everyone in the audience, though, is going home with a copy.